All right, our next review topic is about systems. So we remember in systems, there's two equations. So all you have to do is you got to solve the equations for y, and you type them in Desmos, and you look where they cross, and we know that's x comma y. And then the last major idea is we need to know the difference between infinite solution versus no solution. So infinite solution is, we know just when there's one line in the graph. That's what it looks like. There's two lines, but it's just the same line graphed twice. No solution is two lines and they never cross and will never cross. So let's do some examples. So it says, which of the following is the solution for the system of linear equations? They give me two equations. Now, I know usually we solve for y, but this first equation says x equals. We don't need to solve that. If it already says x equals, we're able to graph that. As long as we type x equals, then you're good. But the second equation is not solve for x or y, so we're going to have to solve this. So we know we're supposed to move, x is over here. So when I got to move the 17x, when I move it over there, I have to do the opposite sign. So right now it's a positive 17, so we're going to negative 17. What am I writing? Negative 17x. That gets rid of this. I'm left with negative 6y. I know I need to move that number. So we're going to do that by dividing by negative 6. Everything divided by negative 6. And I don't need to type that in the calculator. I can just leave it like that. So I'm left with y. And then I can leave it negative 12 minus 17x over negative 6. And I'm ready. I can graph this. Okay, here we go. So we're going to graph these two things. So we're going to pull up the Desmos. So again, you got to make sure if it says x equals, you type x equals 6y minus 108. Okay, now I don't see anything because 108 is a big number, so patience. It doesn't say the little exclamation point, so it did graph it. The other one, we're typing y equals. Now I need a big fraction, so I'm going to push the slash, or you can pull up the keyboard and you can push divide, and it makes that pop up. And then negative 12 minus 17x on the top, and negative 6 on the bottom. Okay, so I need to zoom out because I need to see where these lines cross. So I'm zooming, I'm looking for this dot where they cross. It says 6 comma 19. I'm going to write that down. So we got 6 comma 19. And this wants the solution. So it has, it has both numbers in there. So then this is my answer right here. Sometimes it'll say like, what is the x number? And that means, oh, just that number. Because we know x is the first number, y is the second number. Okay. Another thing about systems was the word problems. So again, I know we did this for a long time, but we got to read it carefully. So our total numbers, we have the two letters adding up to a total. So something plus something equals your total over here. Total goes by itself. If it's a sentence that's talking about less than or more than, you're looking for the first letter in that sentence goes alone. So it would be first letter equals something times the second letter, something else, okay? So you just got to read it carefully. So at a college bookstore, Carla purchased a math textbook and a novel that cost a total of $54. So when I see a total of $54, I know that's going to be the number over here by itself. So we're going to do something plus something equals 54. So I need to make sure that in my answer choices, 54 is alone. So if I look at this one, 54 is not alone. It's on the same side as other numbers. So I know it's not A. In B, 54 is alone. So that's still good. In choice C, 54 is right here. That's not alone. It's with other numbers. So I'm going to cross that out also. D, it's alone. So that's good. Okay. So we carry on. We keep reading. I've already eliminated it down to 2. If the price of the math textbook M is $8 more than 3 times the price of the novel N, which system of linear equations can be used to determine the price? So I see where it's talking about more than. That means it's got to be talking about this. So what was the first letter in the sentence? Was it M or was it N? So let's read it again. If the price of the math textbook M, that was first. So my equation needs to be M equals something N something. Because this was first. N came second. Okay. So when I look at my answer, well, 8 more than, we know that goes at the end. That's going to be a plus 8. 3 times goes in front. So which one has that equation? I could have just gotten it from M equals, because this has M equals. This had N. That was not correct. So our answer should have been B. Okay? You just got to read it carefully. And I know we're not great at reading, but like look for the specific numbers, look for the specific letters. Otherwise, you're good to go ahead and get started.